Hey folks, here I am with Carlson Roof Towers. I'm with Ron and Jim, and these guys have an interesting roof tower. Caught my attention straight away walking through the show floor. This thing is so substantial, it looks like it could take on a tank. I'm going to turn the camera around and let these guys tell us about it.
So my name is Ron Jones. I'm the marketing director here at Carlson Roof Towers. My friend Jim Carlson is the prime mover, the engineer, the brains behind this business. And these roof towers are well known because there was a guy named Glenn Martin who did these for years and years. A lot of people come by and say, "Oh, that's the Glenn Martin design," and basically it's true. I won't go through the whole, denouement of all the businesses, but Jim bought it about a year ago. Made some interesting improvements to the product that make it strong. And Jim, you're the guy. Why don't you talk about what you've done?
Had an opportunity to take the business over from a friend that was operating with it, and make a few changes to make it kind of easier to install and a stronger design, more corrosive resistant design, and we finished that about last April or so.
Okay.
We then ran into our friends at DX Engineering, and they said they'd like to partner with us. And lo and behold, we ended up selling, somewhere around 100 some towers this year. Well, we did the design to meet the Yaesu mass bearing as well as the Yaesu rotor series, and so rotator, series. And then we're using the 1.5-inch pipe for the mast, and it will accommodate 2-inch pipe if you really want to go, with a little higher extensions. So the companies that have used these primarily have been for either satellite communications or ISS, as well as hex beam additions to their portfolio. I attended a field day a year and a half ago where we talked to the space station. It was quite exciting. It also had a number of younger people there, teenagers and so forth. And
Gets a lot of attention.
yes, it definitely did. And so I asked some of the people there, what's it take to make all this work? They said, well, they had to have something that gets a pivot point, or, that the rotator, the ASL rotator, up a ways, because otherwise you can't run a long VHF or a long 70 centimeter antenna. So we noticed that the 8-footer really does a nice job at that. And we've been selling, a percentage of our sales have been from people. It's just we're going after ISS. And being able to track satellites.
Satellites right near the top of the list of things we're working on. Satellite kit, so you can get everything you need to be communicating with the satellites. This is a wall mount for either a 25G or a 45G. Is that right, Jim?
Right.
Okay. On the side of the house antenna, and it's cheaper and lighter and better than the competitive models.
A year and a half ago, we started by building the tilt base, for a 25G. And that's become really quite successful. And then in the process, we said every one of those needs to have some kind of house bracket.
Some support.
Yeah, something there. And we looked at the current designs in the market and said, what could we do that would make it better for customers? And so we made a design that's all built with U-channel instead of angle, which means that when you assemble the symmetrical U-channel pieces, all the forces that happen in it, which are lateral on a wall bracket, end up to be down the center line of the U channel, instead of twisting, where if you had an angle piece, you're going to be off the center line.
As we develop the new products and features, it'll all be there. So rooftowers.com. You can sign up for our mailing list, all the standard marketing stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for taking some time and walking me through your products.
Thank you, Rob.
Great stuff.
Yeah.